All right, well, part of the controversy here as well is the golf course, and maybe the USGA could have prevented this entirely if they had had a proper setup. Let's start from hearing to Zach Johnson.
I thought we could be on the edge, but we've surpassed it. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. Specifically, the latter part of the day for us it's pretty much shot, which is unfortunate because it's, in my opinion, some of the best land and certainly one of the best venues in all of golf, specifically in this country. It's as good as it gets. Shinnecock Hills is beautiful, but unfortunately, they've lost the golf course.
And look at the round-to-round scoring here. First round, that's really due to Mother Nature and severe winds. Second round, much easier. Saturday, that's set up. And then the final round on Sunday, the easiest scoring day of the week, Championship Sunday at the U.S. Open. Bob, did they lose the golf course Saturday? Do 2 crazy days and 2 soft days equal 4 solid days to you? I have a lot to say about this.
They lost the golf course. There's no doubt about it. You can just look at all the different players, all the comments that came back, how harsh they were. I thought the best line was from Henrik Stenson, who said they just never fail to fail. And you go back and you look at the disaster at Chambers Bay with those horrible greens. You look at the silly ruling situation they had at Oakmont where Dustin Johnson didn't know if he was penalized or not. I mean, you look at Erin Hills last year with this big, wide open golf course. And now this year, and it just goes on. And I don't see how you can err on the wrong side. They said that the wind surprised them, that they got gustier than they were expecting, and the forecast bears that out. But you've got to take a chance. Right on Wednesday at their press conference, they told us, they said, listen, we have all this technology now. This is never going to happen again. It's not going to be like 2004.
Right? That was their speech. We have the technology now to control this. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, and I'm going to keep sounding like a broken record because it's so obvious and no one will listen. Hello, Mike Davis, are you listening? Look to 2013. You had 25-yard fairways, the greens received, and you didn't have to put pins and hole locations on the ledges of greens and make them impossible. Why? Because you made players put the ball in the fairway from 6,900 yards. Here we are again, Bob. 40-yard fairways, super long golf course. Guess what? Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson, they don't care. Tony Finau, you can make it as long as you want. They don't care. But you keep making it longer and wider and then baking out the golf course and picking stupid hole locations where all you've got to do is grow the rough and bring in the fairways, and you can have a U.S. Open at a great venue like Marion that doesn't need to be 8,000. Why don't they get this? Why don't they get this?
I don't know. I mean, they keep getting caught. You know, I will give them credit. Thursday was a great setup. The wind was blowing. Everything was going on, and they set it up properly. Tough golf course. But nobody came off there saying it was unfair. So why can't you replicate that, at least something close to that, for Saturday's round, even with a chance that there could be some extra wind out there? So, you know, they've got so many people who helped set up that golf course. On Sunday, there was up to a dozen people walking around setting up the golf courses. I counted them. And a couple of them are PGA Tour people. You know, they work with the PGA Tour. But get some people who do this week in and week out, and you'll get a better setup. It's not that hard to figure out.
You lead from the top in every organization, and until the top of the food chain at the USGA reflects on this and gets this, it is not going to change.